Welcome to Laptops Test. The Asus Zenbook A14 garnered attention at CES 2025 for its ultra-light yet surprisingly sturdy Sierra aluminum chassis and its 30-hour battery life, despite its OLED display, which consumes more battery power than an LCD panel. After weighing, benchmarking, and hands-on experience with the Zenbook A14, I'm happy to award it another award. Design. The build quality of the Asus Zenbook A14 is excellent. The Sierra aluminum chassis is crafted from a ceramic and aluminum alloy. The body feels relatively solid. The keyboard flexes quite a bit, but the top panel flexes only slightly. One design area that could use some improvement is the display hinge. This isn't a problem with the build quality itself, but rather a more durable hinge that prevents the screen from shifting when the laptop is lifted. The finish has a smooth, matte finish similar to some mice, like the Razer DeathAdder 5 III Pro, but with a more metallic feel and a premium feel. It's also fingerprint and smudge resistant. Regular use will cause minor scratches, but a quick wipe with a microfiber cloth will almost completely remove them. The stand is sturdy and adheres firmly to the base. Display: the Asus Zenbook A14 has a decent display. Asus has chosen a 14-inch OLED display with a resolution of 1920 by 1200. It looks great. I really like OLED displays. Meanwhile, this display only supports a 60 Hz refresh rate. I understand that a higher refresh rate shortens battery life, but for a $1,200 laptop, these aren't the best specs. CPU performance isn't the only thing that matters. With a $600 laptop class CPU, you'd expect components like the display to more than compensate for its shortcomings. It's also worth noting that this isn't a touchscreen display. Performance: the Asus Zenbook A14 performed well in everyday desktop use. Keep in mind that this is an ultra-portable laptop with a low-end processor. You won't be doing any CPU-intensive tasks. It performed well in web browsers like Chrome and productivity tools like Microsoft Word. However, for graphics-intensive tasks, like games or GPU-intensive professional apps, it was significantly slower than other Snapdragon X Plus and Snapdragon X Elite-based systems. As always, we ran standard benchmarks to see how the Asus Zenbook A14 performed. However, because it's an ARM-based laptop, we can't run all the usual benchmarks. Keyboard and trackpad: the Asus Zenbook A14's keyboard and trackpad are decent. Neither is particularly impressive, but both are certainly usable. The keyboard has 1.3 mm of key travel, which feels a bit squishy and doesn't respond as sharply as keyboards like those on ThinkPads. However, for a laptop focused on lightness and thinness, this is quite acceptable. The trackpad is a good size and is conveniently located just below the keyboard. The surface glides smoothly and produces a pleasant click sound when pressed. As always, a haptic touchpad would be nice to enhance the click of the trackpad surface. Speakers. The speakers on this laptop are powerful, which is a plus. They're great for video conferencing and watching YouTube videos. On the other hand, the bass seems a bit lacking, especially in the low frequencies. That's not surprising. Would a $1,200 ultra-portable laptop have a decent subwoofer? Bring headphones for music, movies, and TV shows. Webcam. Like the display, the A14's webcam offers 1080p resolution, but the Copilot Plus AI enhanced image quality offers enhanced clarity. The screen is sharp with bright colors, though perhaps a bit oversaturated, and provides adequate exposure even in low-light environments. It also supports Windows Hello for easy and secure login via facial recognition. Connectivity. The Asus Zenbook A14 has a decent port selection, but not many. This is to be expected for an ultra-portable laptop. Fortunately, it does have a headphone jack. On the left side, there are two USB Type-C ports, an HDMI out port, and a combo audio jack. One USB Type-C port is required for charging, which is provided via the USB-C port. On the right side, there's one USB Type-A port. That's it. If you need more ports, I recommend bringing a dongle. Wireless connectivity supports the standard Snapdragon X hardware, Wi-Fi 6E, and Bluetooth 5.3. Battery. Because the Asus Zenbook A14 is so thin and light, there were concerns about the battery's longevity, as the battery can be heavy, and the limitations of ARM's optimizations. Asus doesn't shy away from boasting about the Zenbook A14's impressive battery life, claiming up to 32 hours of continuous video playback on a single charge. While I'm used to manufacturers making exaggerated claims that don't reflect the reality of people's reluctance to watch video on a dark screen, I was curious to see how the Zenbook A14 compares to the Copilot Plus lineup.